Today I have a 2020 Nissan Altima, and this is the 4-cylinder one. I believe it doesn't matter 4 or 6. Okay, so they bring for brake changing the front. Okay, before going to the brake part, I wanted to show you that you can check yourself. Very easy way. You can check by the brake fluid right here, and not sure my camera can see it, but the white part is empty. The kind of brown little bit, that is full. Okay, and you see on me down there line, and max and line right here. Okay, hopefully my camera can see that. And the brake fluid is about right here. Okay, right here in the middle. Now it means that your brake pad is low. Lots of time if you go to do oil change and you don't know, they want to top it up for you. I do not recommend it. Why? Because when it's go to the minimum, that means your brake pad is empty. If a leak, fix it. If it doesn't leak, do not need to refill on that, because it's time to do your brake change. So that can tell you that, okay, my brake pad is low, so that's why my brake fluid is lower. Okay, second to that, you can go to the wheel. On this one is kind of have this wing right here. If normally they don't have this piece here and it's open wider, you actually can see through right here. Okay, you can see through in the hole right here, but in this case here you cannot see it. Okay, you cannot see it. You have to take the wheels off to see it. But to see in the brake fluid level, that pretty much explain to you that your brake pad is low. Okay, now on that, it's a half, so it could be the back little bit and the front little bit. Now mostly newer car, they have the EBD, electronic brake distribution, so which mean that when you press your brake, and all the power force to your brake caliper is almost evenly, because your electronic control all those. So your brake, that's why very sensitive. Anytime you touch your brake pedal, and that's why stop right away, because you have that distributed to the front and the back almost evenly. The reason they do that, because in the past we don't have that system. The front wore out 3 times faster than the back, because it's heavy in the front, turning in the front, so brake force is on the front, and the back is hardly have people sit on it, and there's no engine, nothing loaded in the back, so it's just carry on. So that's why when they have that on, so the brake is distributed to all 4 wheels. So when the front low chain, the back is low also, but slightly the back, little bit less the front worn out, but almost the same. So now you can see right in here, and that's your brake pad worn out. So now you had about, on the inside one, you had about 10 or 15% brake pad worn out left, and you can either see from here on the outside one, this gap right here, or you can see through here, but it's not as clear as right here. If you don't apply grease to the slide pin, you only need to take the one on the bottom here. Okay, the reason I say that, because you just flip this over and changing your brake pad right here. Okay, and then put your brake pads in and slide back up and lock it in. That's it. But on this right here, because this car has almost 80,000 miles already, and I want to put a little bit of grease on it. Okay, and this has plenty of grease on the slide pin. You can clean it out, or you just add more grease to it. Okay, it don't matter. If really old rusty, then clean it out and then you grease it. But on this right here is because it's very new, so I just want to add a little bit of grease on it. That's it. Okay, so make sure you have enough grease, because I know some of this slide pin is locked up. Okay, when they lock up, you have a hard time to clean it out. Okay, and this brake pad, they come with the new clip. Okay, if this car is very old, I was changing it just because this is very new. So I'm going to use the OEM one for right now, because I know that the OEM is actually a little bit better than aftermarket part. Okay, now this is the part number in case you want it from AutoZone, and this is the gold one. So this is the passenger side, and the pin, like worn out pins on the top. Okay, worn out pins on the top. Okay, in case you don't know where this go, this one is the outside push pin, and this one is your worn out what do you call, the worn out limiter, or I'm not sure what exactly called. Okay, on that. So when you put this in and that's out, and push in like that, so that will lock it in. Okay, and do the same thing to the other side, because they all have this pin. Make sure the pins go inside. Okay, if it doesn't go inside, then you push, they will split. Okay, so now do the same thing on both sides. So you're ready to do the caliper. Okay, before you push your caliper, make sure you open your reservoir to get the, you know, air out, because when you push this caliper, some brake fluid will be returning. Maybe that can have some burn up back to the reservoir. So the best way, use this type of push caliper pushing. I have another one that a little bit different than this right here, so which is I use all the time, and that one's pretty good too. I'll show you on that. So like this right here. Okay, I like this good too, because this one easier than this right here. Okay, so this one right here is good, but this one's better. Okay, this one is faster and more precisely, because it push the caliper pretty good. And when you put it back, make sure you don't twist this line right here, because sometimes you twist the line, it make the line short. Okay, but make sure you look at it before you put it back in. Okay, and drill. All right, this 14 millimeter, you do require 20 foot-pound on this. I think older one or new one, as long as you have the 14 millimeter, and that's what required approximately 20 foot-pound on both. Okay. Now, if you don't have the torque wrench, you don't have this or this right here, you can press the brake caliper with a screwdriver. Put your screwdriver inside here and press until it, retract all the way back, and that you can do. And this right here, you can do hand tight. Approximately, you don't have to break your back on this right here. In the old day, we just, feeling it, but the torque wrench, I think you can renting from the auto part, or you can buy online to have one to do servicing your car, and pretty cheap, $20, $30, same things here. You can renting from auto part, or you can buy one of this from Amazon or eBay. It's pretty cheap. Okay. If you look at it like a brake caliper tool or whatever, they should have that on the website. Okay. I'm not going to be link anything from Amazon or eBay to my YouTube because I haven't have any source of selling their product yet, so I just mentioned to you. Okay, that's it for the brake changing on this 2020 Nissan Altima. Okay, and I believe Sentra or some other Nissan probably do very similar to this, and you can use this guideline to do your other brake also. Okay, so as you can see here, the brake caliper been pressed, and all the brake fluid come up to all the way to the max already. Okay, so that means that the brake pad in the backs is okay. So that's why you don't need to refill this when you see this brake fluid low, because when the brake pad's low, then pretty much you have low in fluid. So don't just add it. Okay. Alright, the brake service done. So everybody go in peace and do your in the safe way. Okay, see you guys next video, and don't forget to help me subscribe. Okay, bye bye now.